Have you ever given your all in a relationship only to be met with coldness, indifference, or betrayal? Have you ever wondered why the person you trusted the most, your husband, sometimes feels like the one who understands you the least? Welcome back, dear friends. I'm honored to have you with me today as we unravel one of the most opening truths about marriage that has resonated deeply with thousands of women around the world. Today's message might sound controversial at first, but it carries a profound wisdom that has helped countless women reclaim their dignity, peace, and self-worth. Here's the truth: your husband is not your family. Let that settle in. It doesn't mean he doesn't love you. It doesn't mean you shouldn't value the marriage. It doesn't mean you should give up on connection. What it means is this: as a woman, you must stop assuming that just because you married someone, he will automatically treat you with the unconditional loyalty and devotion that blood ties often bring. Marriage is not the same as blood. Your husband is not your father. He is not your brother. He is not your child. He is a partner bound to you by choice, not by blood, not by unshakable obligation, but by a mutual agreement. And the moment that agreement becomes one-sided, the foundation begins to crumble. Let me share with you a true story that reveals the depth of this realization. A woman named Claire gave up her career, her independence, and much of her identity to support her husband and raise their children. He managed the household, took care of his parents, and never once questioned the imbalance, because in her heart, his family. She believed love meant sacrifice, loyalty meant silence, and marriage meant endurance. Years passed. One day she discovered her husband had been having an affair for over a year. She was devastated, not just by the betrayal, but by the realization that everything she assumed about being family was an illusion. He confronted him. He responded coldly, "I never asked you to give up your career. You chose that. It didn't force you." It crushed her, but it also awakened her. That moment was her turning point, not into bitterness, but into clarity. He stopped seeing him as someone who would naturally protect her. He stopped waiting for gratitude. He stopped trying to be everything for someone who didn't see her. Instead, she started seeing herself. She rebuilt her career, took back her finances, and began living for herself and her children, not for validation. She said to me once, "At the moment I stopped seeing him as a parent, as someone who owed me unconditional care, I became free." And her life flourished. What changed? Not the husband, but her perspective. You see, when you treat your husband as a family, in the same sense as blood relatives, you begin to erode your boundaries. You let go of your sense of self. You endure more than you should. You stay longer than you must. And often you forget that respect, communication, and support in marriage are not automatic. They must be earned and maintained. Marriage is a partnership, not a donation, not a sacrifice altar, not a hierarchy. You can love your husband deeply, but never forget that he is not your destiny. He is your choice, and that choice must be mutual, conscious, and ever-evolving. Here's another real-life example. Eleanor was married for 15 years. She always referred to her husband as our person. She believed he would never let her down, so she took on all the emotional labor, and everything, fixed every problem, supported every dream he had. One day she fell seriously ill. During her recovery, she expected the man she had always supported to step up. Instead, he distanced himself, complained, was annoyed by her weakness, resented her dependence. He was heartbroken, not because he left, but because he realized she had built a fantasy. "He's not a bad person," she told me. "He's just not the person I imagined." After recovering, she made a change, not in anger, but in wisdom. He stopped mothering him. He stopped bending for his moods. He stopped putting his needs above hers. He created space for herself. The result? He began to respect her. Their dynamic changed. The marriage improved not because he tried harder, but because he stopped trying to make him something he wasn't. Here's what every woman needs to understand. Husband is not your protector by default. He is not your savior. He is not your lifelong guarantor. He is a man with flaws, with choices, with free will. And your job is not to shape him, but to shape yourself. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be loved with effort, not just habit. And if that's not happening, you have the right to step back, reevaluate, and choose yourself again. Let me share some principles to carry with you. Don't mistake closeness for entitlement. Just because someone sleeps next to you doesn't mean they understand your soul. Don't expect gratitude where boundaries are unclear. When you give too much without asking for anything, people learn to take. Don't confuse silence with peace. Swallowing pain is not harmonize self-abandonment. Don't think love means loyalty without limits. True love respects boundaries, autonomy, and mutual effort. Now, let's talk about the women who thrive, not because their husbands are perfect, but because they are clear. These women don't lose themselves in the name of love. Don't sacrifice their dignity for the illusion of harmony. Don't confuse sacrifice with success. Don't pretend everything is fine just to keep the peace. They are not bitter. They are not cold. They are not disrespectful. They are awake. And in being awake, they create marriages where they are equals, not caretakers, not martyrs, not emotional dumpsters. Here's what I want you to remember. Your husband is not your parent, not your child, not your fate. He is your companion, and if he chooses to be. And if he doesn't, you will still be whole. So to every woman listening, stand tall in your value. Don't drown in the roles others assign you. Don't fade into the background of your own life. Marriage is beautiful when it's balanced. Love is sacred when it's mutual. Support is empowering when it goes both ways. You are not asking for too much by wanting to be risked. You are not selfish for wanting space. You are not broken for leaving a situation that broke you. You are wise. Thank you for watching this video. I invite you to reflect in the comments below. Have you ever given too much in a relationship? What did you learn about yourself in that journey? Don't forget to like or subscribe and share this message with someone who may need it today. Until next time, honor yourself, protect your spirit, and walk forward with grace.